Oh, hey team. Welcome back to the Starbirds. Where last we finished up Sector 4. And we are off to Sector 5 out of Starlight. 40 energy in Sector 5. 76 stars. Oh boy, without upgrading a building. Why you do this to me? Why you just be super rude? This is gonna be rough. I've never seen anything like that, and there's nothing in the research either. That has never happened before. Chirper, any new superpowers after touching this thing? Can you lift me with just one wing now? Beep beep. Stop poking him. Cap, Stella, talk to us. What do your readings say? This sector has the strongest strangelet signature so far. My instruments show that it's not a single massive strangelet, but rather a multitude. However, I wouldn't get too excited yet. We will need to spend a lot of resources to get them. No two ways about it, we'll venture out nonetheless. Let's find them. These interferences are a nightmare, but the readings look like there might be a strangelet close by, possibly even two more. Let's start somewhere. Results, Stella, we need results. Alright, the name of the game. Complete the sector. Create energy network transmitting 40 zappy bolts. Reach a score of 76 without upgrading. Okie dokie. Strong alloy. Okay, so we can get strong alloy directly from here with a crucible. Boom. If there's spot for a crucible, which of course there is not. Love it. Maybe about here. No? Well, alright then. This shall be fun, I'm sure. Okay, titanium and iron. I think it's iron, right? Yeah, close enough. It's not what I wanted at all. Are any of you actually going to have crucibles available? Well, this is just weird. Okay, I'm thinking you're trolling me now, right? You've got to be trolling me. How can there be no slots for a crucible? Well, I don't really know what to do about that, so let's do random things. What's water do for us? Water does oxygen. Water also does... No. I'm after quartz. Yeah, quartz. Quartz to glass. And if I'm not mistaken, we need 2 of them, right? I do believe. I would love to be able to build like underground wires or something. Yeah, that won't do. That's better. Now we're thinking with our big brain. How much quartz do we need? Weird, but okay. I think we need 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken. Which is kind of obnoxious, but here we are. Doing what we can with what we got, Bert to Gummer style. Nope, 2 should do it. Okay. Why do I keep doing a landing pad? Helps if I'm always doing quests. Okay. It's a pretty good chunk of production done there. My problem is, where the hell do I get the crucibles? Got one. Whoop, whoop. We sure did. We got one. We don't even need iron. Alright, what the hell do you need? Light alloys, huh? Okay. What do we got going on? Well, we got titanium. We don't have aluminum or methane. So what the hell? Why not? do we need? We need more methane. And then maybe some aluminium. Isn't there a third pad somewhere around here? Silicone, come to me. We have water? I don't even think we have water. We about to, though. Alright, water is done. Now what? Is this my crucible spot? No? Where can we even put a crucible? I'm not crazy, right? There has not been a singular spot as I go through these asteroids for such a thing. Dude, I'm not crazy. Unless they don't populate until I land. doesn't seem to be the case. Seriously, am I nuts? I swear I'm not crazy. Beep boop, beep boop. Alright, listen up. I know there's barely any small craters here, but I can't help that, can I? Wait, that's it? Hang tight. All we need is a little more boom, and I got an idea. But don't tell Stella. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna argue. Go for it. Small explosives. Hell yeah. Now we're talking. Ish. A little interruption there, but let us continue until we get some explosives. Boom. Ruth, keep it down. This is supposed to be a covert operation. What if Stella hears us? Oh, true. You try whispering with explosive powder up your nostrils. Is everything alright? What exactly are the two of you doing here? We're, just leaving. Rust, it seems we ain't gonna be able to use this small explosive technology too often. Why not? Why not? I'm just saying. So we need... Okay, in the scheme of things then, what we need is... we need a crucible here. Crucible here for strong alloy. Seems to be legit. How do I use it? This is the question. Well, that was fun. Let's do it again. We gotta distract Stella to sneak back into lab, though. Next time you handle the powder, my beak's still full of soup. In the meantime, we could salvage parts from the crater, or we could find some more strangelets to keep Stella busy researching. Exactly, more strangelets, more boom. Explosives require strange points. They are obtained by progressing the story, finding more about the strangelets. Oh, that's fair. Okay, we need power. What's with the solar panels? They hardly produce any energy. Seems the particle clouds around Ravsicle filter too many wavelengths, preventing maximum efficiency. But right at the zenith, the light intensity should be sufficient for the panels to work correctly. The area with the strongest starlight is highlighted while previewing the solar panels. Strong alloy acquired. What is this? Oof, we need more than one of those. That's kind of annoying. Where the heck's that one even at? Then we need light alloys, which is also crucible based. Need 15 power, huh? I don't know if we can get 15 power, but we'll try. Gotta get 40 power on something. Since this is wider than expected, why don't we just circle the drain? Nah, there's no way I get the 40. That's only 17. Not a chance. So I just gotta find the biggest space to do it in. Pretty sure it's 12. Pretty sure that's all of them. And I didn't connect one because that was definitely 15. What do you guys take me for? A tank buster? To break this one off, I'll need a lot more energy. Ruth, have you seen our solar panels? How are we supposed to generate all that energy in this icebox of a system? Nuclear fission could work, even under those conditions, but we must be extra careful. Cold won't save us from a meltdown. Okay. So we definitely need another strong alloy shenanigan. But we also need light alloys, which is aluminum and silico. Which is set up to work from here. Nuclear reactor. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need a nuclear reactor for most things, to be fair. Yeah, I guess I should have planned that out a little better, huh? Oh well. Alright, that one's done. What else are we looking for? We need us. Can we go over here? We need us a landing pad to there, which we can then use our newly acquired alloys on. It requires 8 power, you say? Mobile nuclear reactor. I'm always amazed by the stuff you have up your wing feathers, Stella. So how does it work exactly? You really want me to go into detail, Captain? In a nutshell, the more uranium you feed it, the higher the output. Sounds like a plan, I guess. Not sure if that's safe. Just jamming uranium into it. So each one gives it 2. That was about for the time being. We just take it and do that. Perfect. All right. Those are good. Let's clean this mess up. Okay, so we got 3 strange energy doodads, or 3 strange energy beans. We need more light alloys, and we need more strong alloys. Question is, where do I stuff it? I'll eventually click the right button, damn it. Alright, so then we just need one more light alloy. Are we making the light alloys again? Over yonder. You can totally fit it in here. Come on. Come on, damn it. Yeah. Boost me light alloy production. Let's go. Perfect. Okay, now we just need to figure out so that's silicon taken care of. Aluminum should be good. We'll need to find another iron, another titanium. Yep, kind of like that. Alright, now what do we need? The fun production line. All the bullshit. I should have started there. I don't know why I didn't. Okay. So we gotta get carbon, which is methane and oxygen. So we would want one that has water in it if we can. We cannot. So then we need another place. Okay. Methane into carbon. How are we gonna do this? We get rid of the aluminum there. How much carbon do we need? Do we need one or two? Well, we need a whole chain because of the hydrocarbons and stuff. Hydrocarbons into plastics. Yeah, buddy, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Well, let's do acid since it's looking for that. Sulfur comes in these two places. Okay, that's good. Question is going to be, how do we get things further in line here? Alright, so big deal is plastic, which requires hydrocarbon. So we need methane. Comes back to methane again. The only places with methane are there and there. So then what we'll need is we will need a landing pad. It's too small. That's the problem here. It's just too small. Off-site production facilities. Now we do it here. That might work. But the problem is methane water, carbon is methane oxygen. Okay. We can do this. Okay, so carbon is chemical plant, methane, oxygen. And then hydrocarbons get into another methane or another water. And then that gets into plastic. Good Lord. Alright, now we go the opposite way with it. We say methane, carbon, and water. That puts us into hydrocarbons. Making me work too bigly hard in the brain noggins. Can't have that many more slots. That, grab it. This is just a heavy decline. Now my question is, how am I gonna get carbons out of this deal? Definitely not about to be enough. One is not gonna be enough. I need 2 carbons. That makes shit obnoxious, doesn't it? There's absolutely no way to get another carbon into play. With the current setup, I don't believe. Okay, where else can we whack into carbons here? Methane and oxygen. That's the problem, is there's just not really a great place to do it. It's gotta be here, and it's gotta be with a pipe splitter, probably. What I meant to do. Okay. Ah, yes, could you stop doing whatever it is doing? It's not pretty, but it might work. Might. I don't think it'll have enough oxygen oomph to do it. Not enough water. Doesn't got the water, Captain. It just can't do it. Isn't they got the water? Makes tedious more so than I thought it was gonna be. Well, with that being the case, why don't we move on to... What are we missing? Well, we could make ash and goop and ceramics and stuff. That's just a refiner with incompatibles. Yeah, why not? Since it wants to force me to work. Why not make it work for me? Know what I mean? What about some goop? Want some goop in there? Yeah, let's get some goop in there while we're at it. How cheeky can we make this? That's the question. We're gonna need another goop of fire, huh? I'm okay with that. Goop away, boys. All power to the goopening. We need what? 76. No, we actually have to do the goop, I think. Jeez. We're missing a few stars yet. 2 from the base. If we can get to the chips, which is silicone and acid. Silicone, where did I have acid be? Into a component lab. Yeah, that's just what we'll do. We'll make another landing spot. Component labus. Brother. Okay. Then we just need acid and silicate. How's the acid at? I'll get some broken parts out of it. Doesn't know what the hell to do. Now we need the ceramics, no choice. Crucible, aluminum, carbon. Send those back the way they came. Aluminum, carbon, and a crucible. Not my best choice, but it's what we're working with. What did I do? Let's just get this done. Where's the last strangelet at anyway? What do you want for this one? 100 water, that's it? That's weirdly weird. Alright, we're good there. Let's get this water done. We have achieved the victory state. Go team us. Now we must achieve something. Back to our goopy productions. Didn't mean to do that. Amazing, that's 3 of them. I'll put that in the captain's log under win of the day. Readings confirm, no more strangelet in this sector. Time to move on. Also, what's that burnt smell in my lab? About that, the other day, I'm afraid that Herb was going to say is, he's afraid we should put some plants in your lab. To purify the air, you know? There's no reason to be afraid, Herb. Bring me some plants, but no pollen. I won't risk contaminating the lab environment. It needs to be pristine. Speaking of research, Stella, have you discovered anything about the strangelets? Still analyzing new data, but the waves they emit strengthen with each one. If I can condense it and reduce the fluctuations... It seems like Stella's already back in her research rabbit hole. Let's move to the next sector. Okay, at least we're not done, so well, that's positive. Gotta make a few more points. Alright, let's work this out. What the heck was I doing? I accidentally hit Q and I didn't mean to. How does that work? How does iron just turn into that? I'll say, there's not really a reason for that, but okay. More ash. No, that's good. You can stop. We don't need more ash. Good, because I was trying to hit 1, but I accidentally hit Q. And Q completes quests, apparently. Is this going somewhere special? Is there a reason it's not picking up? Alright. 3 more stars. What can we do? Titanium and water. Is there any hope for that? There might be. Yeah, there's definitely hope for titanium. Maybe. Come on. Okay, so we need 2 more. Where does scrap come from? Component factory and incompatibles. Sounds like we need us a component factory. And, maybe some, incompatible resources, you know what I mean? One more star. Do we have a water choice anywhere? Water? Water. Not really. All these are running 4 deep. Or 6 deep as it stands. Oh, those definitely could have had some water in it, huh? Boom. We got the high score team. Now I just need to figure out how to create the energy network of 40. Assuming we will need uranium out the wazoo. Which is fine, we can do that. We would technically need what? 1... Is it big enough uranium field? It really isn't. What does our other uranium land look like? Not really much better. How about this big old hunk of a land? Here we go. Now we're talking. Not what I wanted. Okay. With that almost being the case, overload. Huzzah. We have done it. We can rest. With the guns, they stopped. Alright, I was trying to keep the sectors together, but that took way too long. 5.1, puzzling roots. 36. And yet again without upgrading buildings. So what is the point of the rewards? Oh boy. I can already see how this is going to play out. Maybe I can't. This is an interesting one, isn't it? There are 3 resources. Which means we're gonna have to do a lot of weird building. Lots of weird building. I already see where this is going. And I don't like it, but I accept it. There's a whole lot of tech points, huh? We need them dollar bills, y'all. Doesn't look like they respawn. Or maybe it's time-based, so might as well pick them all up. Yeah, it's time-based. Okay, never mind. Okay, things are getting weird already. Love it. So the question is, we need glass and plastics. That's simple. We can do that. Question is, how do we get where we need to be? Which one of you has the most landing pads? That'll probably be the best bet for this. This has what, 5 or 4? 4 on the block. 2 there. There. There, okay. So the easiest way to go about this is most definitely going to be Buddy's oxygen, right? I'm making goopy, okay. I'm a dumb boy. Bonnie's back. Okay. So. Carbons into hydrocarbons. This is not giving us enough water. It's all backed the hell up, should be. Okay, here. Being obtuse. And the question is, do I hit up methane? Or do I use the water? Hydrocarbons into what? Into plastics. And then glass. Glass comes from quartz, which is silicone and water. Do that. Get off. Lots of back and forth today. Okay. So we have that. We have hydrocarbons. We have that going into plastics. We need silicone. Silicone into plastics into what? Component lab. We need more money, yo. Dollar bills, y'all. What do we need? We need to go back to. We need to go back to basics. It wants all the methane. Launch pad it. Yeah, I should probably make sure the credits keep flowing. Would be my best play. Are there any other patches? No. Annoying. Not bad, we can do that. Perfect. That is all the silicone we should ever need. The credits thusly flow. The other ones aren't a big deal because those are just all puddle of hydrogen or methane and whatnot. Now we do have 3 here, so what I think I could do don't know why I'm picking those up like they matter. It's clear I need the money. What can you build off of? That's still silicone, just oxygen, really. Okay. Give me them dollar bills, y'all. Ooh, okay, I see what I'm picking up what you're putting down. Can't build on this. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Either way, that's all 3 basic resources filled all the way out. Now we just got to get this shenanigan figured out. Plastics into what? Plastics into glass. Plastics into glass, which is quartz, which is chemicals from that to that, and then into that. So we got the glass, now we just need the component lab. And unlimited power. Oh, that's right, we gotta do shenanigans to get said power. Boom. We've hit the victory mark. Now we just gotta hit the star mark. Which I'm assuming will come in the form of trying to get all this stuff done. Oh. That's a lot of weird stuff for a simple quest. Suppose you could put pipe splitters on there to get everything sent, but I don't know how efficient that would actually... Well, it's not a bad choice either way. That way you don't even have to bother. Just do it. Just do it. Shia LaBeouf style. I'm actually pretty sure this is probably how you were supposed to do it anyway. Get this vague notion. This is probably the proper way to go about the shenanigans. Alright, we got a launch pad. We got a landing pad. The hell? Come on. You can do it. I have faith. That's all of the rooms. Okay. How many do we need? 30... just 30. You got that? Come on, plastic or components. Just a little bit more. You can do it. Eye of the tiger. I mean, if not, we can just make some goop. It ain't, you know, I ain't asked. Right? I ain't particularly asked about it. Kinda like that. Boom. That's the money, baby. Wasn't too long or too bad. But y'all stay safe out there and have a good one.